with some more goodies and stuff to help you guys on your spiritual journey. Do not mind this. Stress, acne, ignore that. Today we are going to talk about connecting with our ancestors. We talk about, everyone always talks about connecting with their ancestors, seeing their ancestors, or there's also, I feel like, well, personally for me, but I do feel like some other people have felt this way, that when people talk about connecting with your ancestors, when you first get into your spiritual journey, you're thinking like you're gonna see them, you're gonna hear them, like actually hear them and see them like in real time or in the real realm, but it's totally not that. Until you get to that point, it's totally not that really like that. And also it depends on the type of type of seed, or we call it like the 4 types of seeds or 5 types of seeds of gifts to really be able to see, feel, hear them, all that stuff. But that grow over time. So this will be about really to know how you're actually connecting with ancestors or spirits. Of course, invite good spirits and only good ancestors only. So like I said, this will be about to tell you how to know or identify that you are not alone when you are connecting with them. So for most people, or me, I like to, when I connect my ancestors, I like to light candles, introduction prayers, especially for my woman sacred journey with the Kemetic spirituality. I have a series of prayers I do to really definitely open up that world to Mother Nu, Mother Isis, Father Haru, all that types of stuff. When you are getting down to that and you get into that full meditation, you can really figure out signs to really know that they're there or not, or your ancestors are there or not, such as feeling a presence. I know it sounds so corny to really start off with, but it's really true. Like, if you hear the haunted stories, people always talk about feeling a presence. And you will know you feel a presence there when you have those moments, or even if you ever had those moments where you feel like you're not alone. You may be in a room alone, but you're not alone. Like, I'm feeling that right now, but I know it's my ancestors in here with me because I moved my grandma's chair. But like, you're not alone. It's just that sense of just that vulnerability, but don't be scared. Kind of thing. So you feel that presence of somebody may not be standing right behind you, or they can be, or you can feel that presence of somebody's like probably standing across the room from you. Sometimes spirits like that, I guess, I'm not really knowing of why they like to do that sometimes. Some of my ancestors like to stand in corners of the room sometimes and just watch me and talk to me, or give me that approach. Presence you feel, it's almost like a tingling feeling, or especially if they're up close to you, it would just really feel like that. You know how it feels, that body of when a real body is actually standing behind you, and that energy of that person, it feels just like that. So you will also know that you did connect with a spirit or ancestor or a guardian, just to be sure. Also, make sure you clarify who you are calling for, and also clarify which ancestors you are calling for. Not all ancestors want to see you do good, and it's unfortunate. I have like one that I know so far, but I call on the ones that I definitely know that look out for me, such as my grandparents and stuff like that. For me as well, when I know I'm also getting really connected with the ancestors, because think about it, your body is a vessel. You're giving your body up to connect with spirits, with the world of the spiritual world. Me personally, definitely, I get hot. I'm a hot body person, sort of, but during this time of meditation and connecting with ancestors, I notice that I get very hot, and that's because in the core of like your solar plexus or your root chakra is actually heating up when you stay focused on what you're trying to do. And it just kind of like, it makes sense. Like, like I said, if you're doing this, you will know exactly what I'm talking about, especially when you're already working on connecting with them. When you get like that good hot, where you're actually sweating, that's just because you're really aligned and really tuned deep down into like, your body, your vessel, and they are all connecting as one. Keep going. Also recommend definitely getting yourself a little fan. Well, maybe for me, when you get that hot while connecting with ancestors, I use a little fan like I got on right now, because I'm just high about it anyways, and I'm always in an enclosed room. Other things such as minor itching, and not just like regular itching, but like most of the time you'll see that your head will start itching out of nowhere while talking to them. Like I said, you might itch on your knee or shoulder, or it's just weird certain places. Like I said, it's not just a random itch. It's like you will know, especially if you're already asking questions. I definitely get the itch on my head, and it kind of happened, so I wouldn't jump to every itch. If you are connecting with ancestors as well, you're using a candle during your ritual of connection and meditation. For those that definitely do candle magic, definitely that's a thing. If you notice chatter within your flame, or movement within the flame, just like the flame wasn't doing anything at first, but when you're talking to the ancestors, all of a sudden you see the flame moving and stuff like that. And not because of some wind, not because of, the air conditioning just came on or you're blowing at it. No. step back from it if you really don't know, right? But you would know, because it kind of give you this sense of, oh snap, like the candle is moving, the flame of the candle is moving, the chattering is moving. Now I will say, if you guys do want me to talk about diving deep into candle magic work and stuff like that, we can do that next time. But right now, no. Always clarify, say their name, don't ask who it is. If anything, let them know, if you are not so and so, you need to go. I'm calling for so and so. Ways to be clear that you're calling your ancestors, like I said, make sure you repeat their names, who you're specifically talking to. Even if they do arrive, please repeat their names and make sure they know that you are talking to them and they are talking to you. To clarify that area, you know what I'm saying? Because with the spiritual world, you know, words are everything. Even in just religion, words are everything. You know, they always say there's power in the tongue, and there is power in the tongue. You could say something so accidental, such as, if you hear a knock at the door, don't ever ask who is it, and don't ever tell them to come in as a joke. Don't ever do that. Be sure that you do cleanse your space before and after, and you can even cleanse it during sometimes if you're feeling a little afraid, because I'm not gonna lie, it's still a little bit of nerve-wracking a little bit to be meeting with spirits and stuff like that, even though they are your ancestors. But hey, things can happen. You got to make sure you protect yourself. Use certain crystals, such as clear quartz. Well, I like to definitely use clear quartz, both types of amethyst, third eye and cluster, green aventurine, citrine, labradorite. Those really help. And also you can do a throat chakra too as well, sodalite. Sometimes I use that as well when I used to struggle to really talk to them. You can use all of those as well. Anything to really help aid you and give you that comfort. Also, using a picture of the ancestor or the guardian you are trying to connect with is also very helpful. And then yes, if you don't have any pictures printed out just yet, use your phone. I feel like you can, you know, use your phone to really give that imagery to your eye to really help you focus on who you're talking to. That's definitely a thing that can help, until eventually you get pictures to be able to look at them and stare at them, to, you know, really talk to them. It really is a face-to-face conversation. So of course, like I said, feel what type of energy is in the room. If this energy, like I said, it's okay to be afraid, but if you start hearing like thoughts in your head and stuff like that, that's telling you we are here to protect you or stuff like that, trust that the best you can. It does take time. Time heals all wounds. Time heals all things and phases. So it's not going to be immediate that you're comfortable with talking with your ancestors as well. One other thing that I have done, connecting with ancestors, I used to also connect with them with the lights on all the time, because I have a bad fear of the dark. But it actually has changed over time, getting to know my ancestors. I started off with meditation and light, and then eventually it went down to candles and lighting all these candles and stuff like that. It eventually transitioned to when I got my altar and stuff like that, turning lights off, lighting candles. I used to light hella candles. And then it went down to sometimes now I just kind of just light one candle and just talk to them. I'm comfortable, you know what I'm saying? Still look over my shoulder sometimes, but it's like I know it's them or something like that. If you do, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I have felt like there was an interference with the meeting with my ancestors. Not, they even let me know. Like I said, most of this, you will hear this in your head, or you will get this feeling. If you do feel interference, like I said, you can cleanse. They will not get rid of your ancestors. If your ancestors are good people, we're good people for the transition, are still good spirits after, they will not be cleansed out of the home. They will still be here to stay. I sage my home all the time. I palo my home all the time. My ancestors be here. They be sitting right here drinking their water and everything. Trust. So, yes. So that is ways to connect with your ancestors, how to really get this down packed to a T. Of course, if you have any questions or things I didn't hit on, because this is by personal experience as well, and some things that I heard from some people. So, of course, if you have any questions, don't be afraid to comment below. Of course, I will chat with you. I will help you out. And also find me on Twitter, Instagram, you know, all those good things with the links in the bio. And, you know, I'm here to help. So, I'll see you guys later.